Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome everybody.
If you watched the last video, I've literally only been gone 2 minutes. It ain't been that long. I did say about doing this, finishing this bowl, so I'm gonna actually do it. Okay. Now, I wasn't going to, and I wouldn't normally start to hollow a bowl and then decide to turn it around again, but I've done it on this one. So, the best way for me to remount this, I'm gonna put a little recess in here so I can get into that. Bit like Richard Ratham, what he does. It's not something I ever do because I don't normally revisit bowls. Normally they would be gone. I'm going to just eyeball where my jaws are. Right, so that's my jaw. So we'll come in a bit there, but I want slightly bigger than that. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little recess in there so my jaws can go in, hold into it. I can turn it around and finish the outside. I think it's got a lovely grain, and I think when that's oiled up, that's going to actually look really nice. So I'm gonna do it, and it'll be a little bit of a video, won't it? So it's not, as I said, it's not something I would normally do. I don't normally remount bowls once I've hollowed them and stuff like that. Right, so okay, let me do it. But I'm just going to use a carbide to get a step in here. Okay, I'm going to use a mixture of tools on doing this. So I'm just going to come in there. I just want a little, like so. I think that should be alright. I think I should hold it on that. There you go. It's not something, as I said, I normally do. Okay, and I'm going to use a mixture of tools on this. So, because as I always say to go, I like to use my spindle gouges and bowl gouges as well. I don't just all use carbide. Right, I'm just going to pop that. It's going to go. Yep, that's in there. Well, I don't know how that's going to hold. Like I say, it's not on a recess, so it should be all right. Yeah, it's all in. Give that a little nip. Yeah, not too tight, so it's tight, and a little nip, a little quarter. That's it. Don't think that's going to go anywhere. I'll soon know if it does. Right, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to actually just redo this shape on the outside, because as you can see, I didn't even do the bottom bit really. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Right, and I start her up, see how it runs. Well, it's all running nice and true anyway. Okay, so I'm going to come in with the spindle gouge at first. Now, I'm not going to take too much away from where this bottom is, because obviously I've already gone in with a recess. I want a sort of a flattish bottom on this anyway. So I think I'm going to take it from about here and bring it round. It's very dry wood. So I'm going to go for that sort of shape. I'm going to make that foot smaller. I'm going to go for that sort of shape, I think. Got to watch that edge. I've got a very sharp edge on that. Yeah. Lower that tool rest down a little bit. Well, I'm not going to be keeping that on there, I don't think. Not like that anyway. But I'm putting it there for now. Roll that over. Yeah, I don't know whether I want to have that as a little foot on the bottom or not. I can't decide at the moment, so I don't know whether to finish it or not. I will have to come back to it, I reckon, but it's got some nice grain on this. Right, okay. I'll just come out in there. Not letting me get it with a pull. That's smooth, right, okay. Take that edge off of that because that's quite sharp. I think that's where those wormholes are. Let's stop and just have a look there. Yeah, it's where those wormholes are there. There's no actual chip out on it, but I've got those wormholes. Very dry wood. Yeah, okay. Right. And I'm going to change tool. I'm going to go over to a smaller chisel now. I think this one. I might get a better cut with a small chisel here. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to take some of those little marks out. That's alright. Yeah, that'd be alright. I'm still not sure what I want to do on this bottom though. The smaller gouty gives a better finish. As long as I keep my hand off the tool rest, I can get rid of the marks. Right, okay, I'll do a bit of sanding on that. Very dry. Get some for here. Bring it down a bit, bring it in a bit there, that's it, now to catch it. Just put a sanding mark in there, I'm not sure. Huh?
Like a line.
Yeah, I just put it in there with a sander, didn't I? Yeah, hang on.
Put back on.
Let's go back one. Let's go back one, I just put it in there, didn't I? There we go. I'll stop at that grip. I just put that sanding mark in there with that bit of paper there. Right, okay. That all feels nice. Right, so move. Right, move. That's it. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bit of oil on this. And like always, I like to do it with the lathe spinning. I'll just put some in this little oil style thing. I'll turn it down a bit because otherwise I'm going to get splattered. I think this is going to have a very nice grain pattern actually. Very dark, isn't it? Very old wood, you know. I just really wanted to see what it was going to come out like. It's not something I think I'm going to keep, really. Huh? What? I don't think I'm going to keep it. It's got a very old wood look to it, hasn't it?
Yeah.
But it's got a nice finish on it. It's nice. So we'll yeah, I thought it's actually going to probably have a better look than that, but that's probably why I stopped in the first place. Yeah, it's got the worm. See, it's got these wormholes in here, and they go in quite. I think they actually near enough go right through on there. Those holes. So, but we've got no torn grain. We've got it's not bad sort of shape really, I suppose. But anyway, let's get it back on there and have a look. Right. Just get it. That's it. Hopefully on these drawers that shouldn't mark. And now, oh. And what I'll do is I'll pull it out and see how it goes, see what it looks like once it's done. Right, gotta get that speed up. There we go. Right, I'll go for I'm in a bit of a bowl gouge mood today. So, right, I'm going to come in, just take a couple of cups. Cover litre. I'm getting down to that bit there. I can't go much thinner on that bottom. So I'm going to take this off. Quite thin there actually. Right, okay. So, I'm going to come in, I'm going to start here because I want to pick off those ripples. Right, that's level on the bottom, so I'm okay now. So now I'm going to carry on, I'm going to take quite... Now as you can see there, because I stopped, see I've got a hesitation line. So that puts me a line in straight away. That's because when I started, I stopped. If I don't stop, I don't get a line. Now to come across the bottom here, I'm coming straight, but what I'm doing, I'm opening my flute completely. A little bit thin there, but that's alright. Right, now, what I'm going to do, because I really don't think I'm going to keep this bowl. I think I'm just going to play with it. Right, now, obviously we've got a nice, we've got a little line there. I can take that out one cut, that's not too bad. Right, can't really go much thinner on that bit. Right, but what I want to see if this works. I don't really know what I want to do here. I'll turn it down. I want to sort of try and show with the... Now, come on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Right, now that's at 989, which is what a lot of people say to turn bowls at, not over 1,000 RPM. But the trouble with that, and you can hear the noise. There, can you hear that? can hear that bouncing, okay? You can hear that bouncing. Now, it looks like it's a clean cut, but it's not. I'm getting torn grain there. I can hear, you can, because it's quite thin, okay? You can hear that bouncing. Now, that will give you these, because it's here, you can see these waves, okay? I'm hoping you can see it. You can't see it properly, can you? Now, this is what it's actually talking about, which is what makes me think it's speed.
Yeah.
Because there's wavy lines here. Now, I can just feel them. And in the light...
Oh, yeah, I think when you turn it down the bottom there, you can see...
Yeah, in the light you can see.
Yeah.
There's these ripples, wavy lines. Yeah?
Yeah.
Right. And that is purely down to the speed. Okay? Now, that's the speed a lot of people say you should never turn a bowl over 1,000 RPM, you know, and that's the thing. Now, this gouge is not freshly sharpened. You can see it's actually been used before this, so I'm not going and sharpen this. It's got nothing to do with the sharpness of the tool. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to start up. Now I'm going to turn my speed back up. Okay, because I was getting that bounce when I'm coming in, because it's gone quite thin. Right, I'm at 2037, okay? The bowl's stable, it's not going nowhere, it's not going to fly off. And I'm going to come in now, don't get a catch, and your bowl won't go nowhere. But now we come in and we pick the cut up. Now I've got to ease off here because I'm already quite thin on the bottom, so I'm easing it off. But right now, I've come in and taken that exact same cut, but I've got no lines here, no wavy lines whatsoever, okay? I've come in and managed to take the cut and I get no lines, no bounce. The noise isn't the same, and that's because I'm pushing this out at just over 2,000 RPM. I'm pushing it to its max. So it's not flexing, I'm not getting hard and soft after and soft. I can pick up that cut and I can get that cut round and then I don't get no wavy lines. Okay, I've got a little bit here because I had to stop because I can't really go any further on that. Okay, that's a bit, I'm going to take a very light cut on that. And I know I'm using a bowl gouge, I'm just using a bowl gouge today because it's what I fancy doing. It's exactly the same with a carbide. Okay, if you come around with a carbide, it's going to be exactly the same on that. I don't really say I've got enough wood to do a lot of cuts with that, so I'm going to start it up again and let's see. I don't know what carbide you're using, whether you're using a standard or an AU. I didn't really ask. If I go with a standard one, I think I'll go with probably the 9mm. Let me get one, hang on. I'll probably go with the 9mm, okay, and try and come in and again pick up the cut. Had a slight hesitation there at the end. Because I knew I was above centre, so I hesitated a little bit. But I've just taken that cut down that side, okay, with the 9mm carbide, and look, we've got no ripples, we've got a nice, no torn grain, okay, and this is a very dry wood. And again, what's helped me there is the speed, the fact of the speed, and rolled over to come round here. I realised as I got to here, I'm actually quite a bit above centre, so I hesitated and put a line in, but coming back here with the flute closed, roll it open, come in, it cuts it and it works, okay? And it's again with the bowl gouge, just a quick one on that, because I did say about opening the flute on the bottom, because as I've said before, if you come round and you come here, once you get onto here, you can see the way the grain's going, you're then pushing into the end grain, and what you're doing is you're actually coming, because if you've got your tool rolled over and you're coming round like this, you're actually cutting here and you're scraping on that. So that's when I said, when I come down and I come round, as I come onto the bottom, I can open my flute. My wings can't catch, okay? You don't want to open your flute right up here, because if you open up on that bevel and you get onto there, you could get a nasty catch. On the bottom, you're not going to get the catch. So as you come round, as you come down to it, open the flute fully, and that way the fibres that are going that way are coming down onto the cutting edge. They're coming down onto it. Rather than you being there and they're getting a scrape, okay, they'd be scraping on that. As it's there, they're then cutting, and you'll cut the fibres and you won't get all that and that chatter stuff. Okay, hope that's a bit of help. Like I said, guys, it's, you know, don't take my word as gospel. You've got to learn and do things yourself. But whatever I say is just in hope that I'm just trying to help you. That's all it is. If I can help you to get a good, you know, solve a problem, then I will. Right, let's I'll try this. I'm using old sandpaper up here. Tight bit. Throw them in the bin, Lee. Right, let's
We've got all new ones.
Sorry guys, I'm going to do, I've got a 180, a 240 and a 320, okay? I've turned that down a bit, I'm going to turn it back up a little bit now. Guys, give me 1 minute. I didn't even take a cut across this front edge.
Oh yeah.
Use my little 6mm. That'll be alright. Yeah, I forgot I didn't even take a cut on that front edge. But I wasn't turning it as a finished bowl anyway. Wipe that dust off. It's not actual lines on there, it's the grating that gives the sawdust, so get that off. Yeah, feels nice. A little bit vibrating, but it's alright. Right, so there we are, guys. A very oldie-worldy sort of. It's a bit like a 200-year-old. Well, it's a very old wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a 200-year-old plate or something. I don't know. Old dish, plate, whatever. But there you go. If it helped, it helped. If it didn't, well, never mind. You got to watch something anyway. And I'll take that off there. And because I put that edge, that sharp edge on that, I didn't know whether I was going to keep that. I didn't get no marks on it. These jaws are absolutely fantastic. They really are. That's turned out quite nice and light, actually. It's quite thin. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It's got a lot of wormholes all down there. Like.
I'm just going to snap it in.
Probably. Well, it's going to go in the fire anyway. I'm not keeping it. I don't want a bowl that's got wormholes in it, do I don't find that attractive or anything. Didn't like the wood, actually. That's a very old piece of elm.
Yeah.
That's gone very dark, but
it's good for demonstration purposes.
yeah, that's all it was for, guys, just to show you. So there you go. So if you're getting that as you're coming in, there's so many things it can be. There really is, and you just got to eliminate things. But hopefully for Barry, that might help you a bit. But as you see, we came in, we done it with a bowl gauge, but we actually took our final cut on that with the 9mm box horror. Absolute fantastic chisel that is. You know. So there you go. And as I said, sometimes it can be down to your bevel you're using. I say, you know, when you go on to 50 and 55 degree bevels, you tend to be, although you don't think you're pushing it, you are pushing on, and some of it can be the bevel causing the problem because it's not able to just float. That can be the problem.
He's using carbides, isn't he?
Yeah, I think it's just using carbides. So yeah, he uses carbides exclusively. So, but I don't know what carbide you're using to get a finish on.
Yeah, let us know what
carbide
as
well.
Yeah.
What one you're actually getting a finish on. Again, with the AU, even the SCH or the hollower, you got to be careful because of the way the bevel. You don't want to be pushing on, so you've really got to float it round. But if you are using that and you're putting your hand on this tool rest in any way, that will give you ripples. That will give you a ripple effect in your bowl. Okay, immediately. And that's with any of the tools. Try and keep your hands off. So that's it. Right, that's my elm bowl, guys. So there you go. A very old piece of elm. Yeah, I think I put sanding marks in it more than anything. It's yeah, but we've got no torn grain or anything like that on there, and that was the last cut with the carbide. So yeah, I'm not keeping it. It's going in the fire. It's a horrible bit of wood, really. So, but there you go. Never mind. Right, okay, guys. Thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you on the next one. Toodle-pip and Happy New Year once again.
Yeah, Happy New Year, guys. Bye, guys.